friends. This is Donna coming to you from my craft room. I'm at AK Gal Stamps. I hope you're all having a good Friday. It has been a busy week. I'm getting ready to go to On Stage, which is Stampin' Up's yearly convention. We're going to Raleigh, North Carolina, so I'm pretty excited about that. Going with a couple friends. So I've been working on the Country Birdhouse all week. And this is just a fun little bundle. Let's see if you can see that. A little bright. So it's got great dies, which I'll show you when I put the camera down. But I hope y'all are doing good. Let's see. Gotta get this going. So hopefully some people will join us. I know it takes a bit to find me. So I got this cute box idea from a lady named Carrie's Cards. The first one that I did wasn't quite right. It didn't quite line up quite right, so hopefully I'll be able to show you better how to do that since I've made a couple of them. Let's see. So I am going to flip the camera around and we are going to go down. And I'll get some paper underneath here. So this is the DSP that I am using. This is the Country Woods Designer Series paper. I don't have a lot left, but it's fun paper, and pretty much all of it goes together front and back. Some papers, you notice that, wow, the other side doesn't go with this. But these papers seem to work well together if you have to use both sides in a fun fold. So I'll be using some blends today, using the dies. I did want to show you a little trick. When you have a really big stamp, if you place them on the block, they could be kind of crooked. Sometimes they just don't look right when you stamp them. They're not quite right. So what I suggest is you just lay it down somewhere. Just let it flop down so it does its own thing. It should go to its natural state and then place your block on it. Now it's stuck on there good. That really helps get the stamp looking the right way and stamping the right way instead of being crooked. Okay, just a little trick there. So we are going to go with some card bases and pieces, lots of pieces. I guess that's what I like about this stamp set, is that it has, and the dies, they have lots of things you can die cut out. So the base of this card is 9 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. And you are going to die cut this at 2 1/2, 3 3/4, 6 1/4, 7 3/4, and 9 1/4. So you have just this little flap right here at the end. So that's your cardstock. And that's all you'll need, except for stamping and die cutting and all that good stuff. And if you pop on, if you're live or if you are on the replay, please let me know where you're hailing from. I'm from Springfield, Ohio. I'm originally from Alaska, hence my name, AK Gal Stamps. I grew up there. This year, is my 45th high school reunion. It's like, oh my gosh, what? How did that happen? I don't know. That's just crazy. I remember, I mean, I've only been to one since I'm in Ohio. I went to the 20th. My daughter was still in high school. So that was fun. There were a lot of people that came to that one. But yeah, we were going to do an Alaska trip this year, do a drive, go camping, all that good stuff. But yeah, I didn't think that we both didn't think that my mother-in-law, her health was that great to be gone that long. So what you're going to do, this is what this is going to, okay, Donna, let's figure this out. How did I figure this out? I know this goes like this. So you got your sides. I have to look at this. Gotta look at this. This, I know these two are sides. These two are sides. And this is a bottom. Now, like this. Yeah, like that. That's how it's going to go. Bottom, side, side. Like that. That's how that shape is going to go. So you can adhere. I'm going to use tear and tape. And where did my round tear and tape go? There it is. It's underneath my block. I like tear and tape or liquid glue for three-dimensional projects, not products, projects. So, got the tear and tape on there. Where's my take your pick tool? Or pokey tool, as I call it. A pokey tool. This is actually a pretty simple project. It's just that it's kind of it shapes a birdhouse. It's just a little different, but it's okay. It's fun. Oh, that's right, because I didn't want tear and tape on this. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? This isn't how this goes. I am being goofy. Being absolutely goofy. I do not need this on here because this is the flap. Oh my goodness. I digress. I've been working on my swaps for on stage and completely forgot about this. Okay, we're just going to go with another piece. I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to get another piece and we will do this all together. Is this 3.5? Yes, it is. Is it 9 3/4? And yes, it is. Wow. We're cooking with gas now. So now we'll go and score this just like I told you. We'll do this again. Let's see. We got to score at 2.5. Move the cutter out of the way. 2.5. 3 3/4. 6 1/4 on this can be a little challenging, but it is pretty easy because you've got 1/8 and there are marks in this break, and right there is 6 1/4. 4 little marks. 7 3/4 and 9 1/4. Let's try this again. It is a really cute project. I guess I'm just not awake yet. So we will burnish these again. These the big pieces are your side panels, and one of the thin panels is your roof, and your roof is two of the thin panels that are right together. The two that are together, these two are your roof, and this is your little flap. I'm going to miter that just a little bit. Let's miter that a little bit so it's easier to get. Miter that, and then we can put all of our paper on. Let's put our paper on. So we have DSP. You need 2 squares, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, I got those. 2¼ by 2¼ Oh, and you need to score this 1/2 inch on each side. I am so goofy. 1/2 inch on each side. Yeah, 1/2 inch on each side. One more. Okay, move that out of the way. And I'm going to be able to take more off that now. This box, you really need to give really good miters to this so that they don't bunch up. Okay, so the mitering, actually I want to do I want to cross this line on the flap, do this, and then do that. That's that miter. But then you've got to miter all these flaps. And you may have to miter them more if they get too bunchy in your box. You know, if they make it too fat, like me. Oh my gosh. Went to Sam's yesterday. I had to return a dress for my great niece, Claire Bear. Fitted dresses, yeah, they're not the same as things with elastic, and, you know, we all are growing. So I am mitering everything here. And like I said, you may have to miter more. Make your pie slices. So I go to Sam's to return Claire Bear's dress and get a bigger size. And doggone it, they have Starburst jelly beans out. I'm like, oh, those are like my kryptonite. I love Starburst jelly beans. I don't know if anybody else does, but oh my goodness. And so my husband was with me. He went to go get us some sodas because their sodas are really cheap at Sam's. Okay, so my paper is not really directional per se. So you've got your 2¼ by your 2¼ They go there and they go there. Okay. So I go and exchange the dress for a bigger size. And then, of course, I zip back around and go to the snack section and grab me the gigantic thing of Starburst jelly beans. Okay? I've only had one handful so far. I've been good. I have been good. But doggone it, I really wish I hadn't seen that. Because I do love those. Okay, so I want this to go the same way that is going. Okay, same direction. Okay, so there's that. There's that. And then these two are the roof. Okay, these are the roof. So my roof pieces are right here. They are 2¼ by 1¼ and they go right here. Okay, there's your roofs. And put those on. See, that's just the flip side of that. Put that on. I should have already made one of these once this morning so I would remember, because it's been a couple days. I didn't work in my craft room at all yesterday because my husband and I had a date day. We went and saw the movie Last Breath. Oh my goodness. A good movie. It's a true story about divers who do work like in the Black Sea area. That's where this story takes place and where it happened. Okay. So, is that straight? If not, oh well, that's how it's going to have to go. So, we got this like this, right? But these are going to get attached to the birdhouse. Okay. So I'm going to moosh all these in, fold these all over. So this is about a dive group. They go and do work on a pipeline that's 300 feet or more underneath the ocean. and they go and repair it or replace parts, that kind of thing, when it's needed. And when they're decompression divers. Side note, I'm also a diver. Not that kind of diver though, just recreational. So they have to do a lot of prep to be able to dive that deep so they don't get decompression sickness. Okay. I'm going to put the tear and tape on, but mind you, it'll probably have to be cut more, but that's okay. I want it all ready. So it's the story of this particular team. They had 3 teams. They all 3 went into their decompression chambers. I can't remember if it was like 28 days they had to go in that or if it was not that long. I misheard I wasn't sure what I heard, how long they had to be in this chamber. They got on a boat. Well, they got in their chamber, which was on a boat, and they go out to the site. And however long it pretty much takes to get out to the dive site, that's how long they're in this silver bullet. 3 of them. Each team's in a bullet. It's like, oh my gosh, talk about claustrophobia, guys. I mean, I don't have that, but I could totally imagine you get sick and tired of seeing the same people. You better get along. So they have one guy that stays in a bell. They get out of they go right from their chamber into a bell, and the bell is dropped down through the boat, down into the ocean, goes down, I don't know, probably 20, 30 feet from the bottom. And then they have to take a line and go down. It's like, yeah. The Black Sea, I guess, is a very rough sea in real life. Because this is a real life story. It is a real life story. Okay. So we got our roof. See, and this is how this is going to go. But so any pieces, like right here, this is going to bunch up. So I'm going to cut a little bit more of this. Just take a little bit more of the pie out of that. Because your birdhouse is going to connect to this, and you want it to close nicely, right? But I think maybe this needs just a little bit more. I don't think you're going to see any of this stuff. Okay, so that's that side. Okay, and then this side. Oh yeah, this one needs more trimming. More trimming, so that it doesn't bunch up. Okay. So now we will go. Did I die cut 2 of those or only 1 of those? Where is my... Yeah, I only did 1. See, so you have to stamp one of these, and then you need to stamp... You need to have 2. You need to have 2 of these. Now, I think I will show you what I was talking about with this big stamp. Let's go this way. Yeah. So I used black ink, Memento. Is that enough? I think that's enough. You could probably use anything you want. I'm only using Memento so that I can color. I want to color the whole. So, sorry. Boy, I'm making that wiggle, aren't I? So there's that. Clean that over here on my Stamp and Scrub. That's good. Okay, now let's just cut this away because I'm going to use my little embossing machine. I really need to replace the plates on this. If it's 3 inches, it'll work on this. Anything that's 3 inches, okay? But it's handy. I need to get new plates for this. I just got new plates for my big one. And let's use some tape. I use Post-it tape, this stuff. I keep going from thing to thing. You know, I hear somebody use something else that might work a little better. I have a bunch of the wall safe blue tape that I like. Okay, just taping that on there. Okay, so on this one, all machines are different. I don't not know that not everybody has to do this, but mine has to go in an E type pattern. Got your base plate, the first plate, which is in a little bit, and then the top plate, which is out. That's the only way mine will work. I know some people do not have to do that. So we are going to die cut this. So we have 2 of those. Very important to have 2. And there we go. When I get done, I'll have to show you what I've been working on for my swap. That's been fun. Okay, so there's that die. And I'll show you all these dies in a minute too. They have so many different dies with this set. I love the possibilities. We'll move that back. Okay, so now we got 2 of these, and I did Hello Friend on one, but I didn't do it on the other. That's in the set. Because this is just a treat box, remember? Just a treat box. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we got that, we got that. I need to color the hole. We will color the hole. This is light navy, this is dark navy. I'm only using that because it is in the paper. Okay, do this circle. Now you would think, why doesn't she do this brown? Isn't brown a natural wood color? And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Trying to be careful. I hope you guys can hear me okay. So now we'll use the light. I am not fabulous at coloring. I need to replace this one because this tip is getting yucky on it. So, back to the movie. So this movie, they have 2 seasoned divers and another diver he's a very good diver. He wouldn't be on the team if he wasn't a good diver. But this was his first time in this particular situation, I guess, diving, where he was diving. Okay, so there's that. Putting the dark on the side first kind of gives it a little bit of depth because it's a hole. You're looking into the birdhouse. Yeah, I'm taking very loose creative idea right there. I mean, I have friends that I follow that are fabulous colorers, like Maria Mensch, Crafting with Maria. Fabulous color. And Jay Sereno. Oh my gosh, he's in the UK, but when I've seen his stuff, just like Maria's, it's like, oh my gosh. Now Jay has a degree in. I need to get some new markers. Yep, this one's just about done. Okay, it'll dry. That is good. That is good. Okay, so now, oh, we got to glue in our pieces. Our pieces. Oh my gosh. Pieces. We got lots of pieces. I have lots of pieces, y'all. Look at all this stuff. This all came from these dies. All this stuff. So I have lots of things to add on here. Okay, but I'm going to do the roof. And I'm doing that dark brown on both of these. Do this one. And you can color these too. You don't even have to use the dies. If you don't want to get the dies, this birdhouse I think is easy enough to cut out. And you can just color them if you want. I love the flexibility of all the things. All the things. And I'm really bad about that. I always want all the things. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to put this one on first. I was thinking about doing this color. The other side is the blue because I'm using the blue right there. I'm going to use that side. So I am going to just put some dots of glue in this. Oops, tag along. And then we'll lay this down. I think on one of my birdhouses I didn't put anything here and I just colored it dark. So in the movie, the guy, they have to hurry up and get back on the boat because they're losing their positioning tool for the ship. The ship has to stay in one place because it's attached to this bell that the guys are in. But their system that keeps them in one place, all the thrusters, it goes out. And so, of course, what happens? But the bell gets yanked, and of course they're on this long cord because it's life support. And so, of course, they're told by the people up top, you need to get into the bell now, like lickety split. You need to hurry up. And so that the one guy is inside this machinery that they're working on, so he has to crawl out, and they make their way, and they get to the line so that they can start pulling themselves up, or they're on top of the machinery, not they're hooked to a line, and they're trying to crawl up the top of this building that all the pipes run through. And the seasoned guy, he's up there first, and the young guy, he's working his way up, but his line gets caught on something. Oh, the plug that they took from the bell to that piece of machinery so they'd have electricity and power. It got caught on that and yanked that out, so it went dark, and he was like, all the force was pulling this young guy, and before you knew it, he was gone. The current just took him away. I mean, his oxygen line broke. I mean, you have oxygen in your suit, but yeah, he was lost. And his partner said, go to the top of whatever that box was that they were on. Just go there. I will find you. I'm not going to tell you what happened after that, but you need to watch the movie. It is really good. It's called Last Breath. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm sure I was squeezing my husband's hand so tight. Okay, now we are ready. We got our box made. We'll glue our other stuff on, I think, in a minute. I need to use my take your pick tool. So this is the top, and this is where I think I'm going to start. I'm going to put these on the top of the box. Okay, one side, just one side. So we'll do the one side. Right? There's that. And then we're going to do the other side. So it's on the other side of the roof. Like that. Okay, so those two are on. Okay. Now this piece needs to go on next. So we'll pull that off. And you want that to go like that. So you don't want to see this. You just don't want to see this, right? So try and do that. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm going to do the bottom. Take that piece off. Okay. So this, I want to make sure it goes correctly. You stuck. Don't be stuck yet. You want it to be, come on, straight. Trying to make sure it's straight. Okay. And then there's this. And then that goes like, I want this to go like this, so like that. And it shows a little bit. Okay, now we'll do the other sides. This still seems like it's just too much. Where are my scissors at? Well, not those. Just cut. You don't want it too bunchy right here. Okay, that's better. Okay, now we'll put this on. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Just finagling it. I'm going to take all these off because these are already put together. Liquid glue is really nice. I like liquid glue because it gives you a little wiggle room. I think this might be a little heavier duty, but liquid glue I think will work because you try and take it apart after it's dried, it's going to tear everything up. Okay, I just want to kind of press this together, and I want to, this has to go like that, like that. That's still not quite right. Oh, I didn't want that on there. Don't put it on the tab. That's stupid. I was stupid with that. Yeah, this, you don't want this on this. I forgot. This doesn't want to, you don't want to glue this because you can't open it if you do that. That's what I did with my first box. Don't put the tear and tape on this part. I wonder if I'll just put this back on there and see if that helps. So it slides. Don't put tear and tape on this. Don't do what I did. And I'll put one on here. I'm just trying to do this so I can actually get this finished and show you how it's supposed to be nice and smooth sliding. So, yeah, you want this to move, so don't put tear and tape on this side. So you want your little box so that you can pull that up. Now, you could put like a little pull thing here if you want, but I think it's loose enough that it will fit. So, now I got to have birds. Birds, birds, birds. Here's a bluebird. We'll put a bluebird with dimensionals on here. I have made so many of these. Like that. And I'm not sure. I think I'll do a brown one on this side. If these were cardinals, the males are the bright red and the females are the pretty soft little brown. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then I had die cut flowers. So I'm going to do a little bit of cutting of those. Or do I have some minis I could use? Possibly. But I need some gunky scissors. We don't use good scissors with sticky stuff. So I'm going to do this. I want to decorate, right? Decorate. And then I think I'm going to do a little glue. These are all dies that are in this set. These flowers and leaves. Like that. And a little bit of Lost Lagoon. Pool Party is what's in this DSP paper. Like that, and then we got to do the other side. Yeah, I got a little bit bigger flower. This one's going to have a dimensional on it. Hopefully this will fit like that. And then a little dot on this one, like that, and leaves. Glue a little bit of leaf on there. You could use a glue dot, whatever you want. Like that. Maybe I'll put one. This is more a pool party color. Like that. So there you have your little treat box. Oops, there's something fell in there. So I did this one, this one. This was my first one, and I cut like in the middle of the roof, but that serves no purpose. It actually serves absolutely no purpose. So, see, and I did the same thing. I put glue on there, and I had to tear that stuff off. I keep forgetting about that. But those are your treat boxes. So I hope you give this a try, and I will see you all on Monday. Have a great one, guys. Bye.